I was going to say good morning, but it's still afternoon, so good afternoon. Welcome back to Alma, Missouri. We're finishing up from the last episode. We've got this hay that we are now baling up. Not that we're short of hay, but we made a whole bunch of grass from the last episode. And it's fitting that we need to make sure that we still maintain our hay supply. And if you see the money situation we got going on up there, $1.5 million. I did make another batch of 1 million liters, or, just shy of it, of TMR. Because Jesse called up and said all of his deliveries were out and the counties were still begging for more. So we did just that. We mixed up another batch of TMR. And as you can see, I got our new truck, and that trailer is new as well. I wanted to return the leased one because, using this trailer and this truck combo setup for all of our bales, it just makes perfect sense because, as you can see, we can get 65 bales on this trailer at one time. So yeah, let's go ahead and dump these bales out. Just get the one, it looks like. Should I dump the other one? I don't know if we'll be making grass anytime soon. But it is July, August, September. Yeah, we're going to need to dump it anyway because, we should be able to bale up the straw from our soybeans. And I'm not sure about the sorghum, if that is another crop that can be collected for straw. But we're going to do that. We're going to just go ahead and empty this. All right, let's get this bad boy, this guy, back up to the farm. And we can go ahead and get this washed after its very successful run. I mean, we bought this baler brand new, 531 bales in, and we still have yet to run out of twine. God, I love this baler. And the price is right, too. Couldn't complain with that. But we'll get up here, we'll get the bales collected. And then, there's our straw. I did collect the last little bit of straw from all of our oat and wheat fields over here. And that would be this batch right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 38 bales. And it's just outside of the mode area. So we've used a little bit of bales for making the TMR. Not as much as we've used 100 of our hay bales. Yeah, that's why we were collecting some more hay, because we're down to 36. Those we didn't touch. But let's go gather these guys up and I'll show you what we got going on with did a couple of new purchases, or okay, one new purchase. Okay, two memory days things. Yeah, so we bought the truck at the end of the last episode. And then I proceeded to buy this trailer, and then I had been talking about it. When I was getting the trailer, Tom up there at the shop was telling me of this new item that they just got in, and he always liked, because I do so much around here for everybody, you know, making sure the contracts are kept up on, things like that. He's like, hey, you know, technically this was supposed to go to David, but because David wronged you with that whole field thing, and we heard that you purchased it, he got a good laugh out of that. He's like, yeah, I'll tell him it's on back order, and it'll be here. Next one will be here, or it'll be here in a couple weeks for him. We got this for you. Still got to pay a full price for it, but yeah, this next one was ours out of pure spite, you know. So I'll show it to you here in a minute. We'll just get this guy brought in. And can't show that yet. Can't show that. And I'm just gonna park this guy right here. And I'll shut her down because it's always, we could leave it running, but I don't want to waste diesel right now. Where is it? I can't remember where I put that vehicle. Where's my case? Ah, it's hiding. Okay. Let's go take a look at it. Yep, I'm thinking of buying a new truck too. Nothing wrong with this guy. No, we're still gonna use this, and we are gonna buy a couple more things. At least one more, maybe two. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But anyway, we got the case here. We got the road crop tires on it, the nice narrows. But what we got behind it is this guy. Yeah, Lizard released a new model of their tedder. The color scheme is a bit different. It's unique, you know. But what this one has is the function for, instead of tedding it and then leaving everything wide, yeah, this one will collect it all and put it right into a swath. One less step for our baling process. So that's going to speed things up for us. Yeah, the mixing wagon, we don't need to worry about that guy anymore because we got the big mixer over yonder. And I told him that oh my god, that thing works great. So the next time we do a load, we're definitely gonna have Tom and Jesse come on over, take a look at this thing as we do it. But yeah, we got 5, 10, 15, we got 30 more bales. Get our stockpile back up because, you know, we still got plenty of grass, or corn silage, not grass, corn silage. And I need to make sure that gets collected and so we can ferment it again. But yeah, we got 1.2 million liters left. But what I'm going to show you is just around the property, all the grass bales that we collected. So we got 65 in this stack here. We got 65 in that stack there. So that's 130, 140, 150, 160 bales. Yeah, and I told Tom as soon as he can get us a wrapper, he says maybe in a month. They're having a hard time keeping up because, you know, everybody down south, they got a lot of rain, so they're making grass like crazy down there. So, yep. So we're kind of on the back order list for the moment. But yeah, let's while we're here, I gotta get a couple of pellets out. Okay, so like yeah, we got good gravy. Okay, let's get these guys unloaded. We'll just leave those grass bales over there, and yep, we'll get these put into our stockpile. So that means I need to do that. Okay, get them dropped down, and then drive over top of the point. I wish the point was a little bigger, because yeah, hitting an invisible wall is a thing, you know. I didn't realize I was turning that far. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah. Cool. Let's get all of our straw taken care of. Not going to bore you with the details of this, so we'll come on back. Yeah, I may have jumped the gun and had to do a little test before I showed you guys. But yep, this is our new dairy runner. Got a nice Mack truck here, set up with a 505 horsepower engine. It's a torquey little beast. It only does like, 45, 50 miles an hour. But I think that'll work. Most of its time going to be spent on the road and at the dairy shop and, delivering a lot of the goods around the town. We got our bales and stuff loaded up, but we're not going to do anything until the morning. And I think that actually concludes what we really need to buy for right now. I thought about mowing this, but then what am I going to do with that grass? And it's only going to be like, 100 liters of grass. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. It's going to grow. Everything else will grow back. So it'll blend in here in a month or two. So, but let's meet you back in August. Be right back. Mrs. has something good cooking. Let's go surprise her. All right, we are back, and it just dawned on me. She made a good breakfast too. Bacon and eggs. Romeo, my gosh! Oh wow! You get a secret back door in there? Do you? Anyway, yeah, talking about our finances last night with her, and that 1.3 million that we have set up. She's like, why don't you? We've got a couple of this. Let's go ahead and get that one paid off. Let's do a special redemption. So let's go 67286. What? Okay, we got to change that. There we go. Yeah. All right. I called the bank up and told like, I've got the money in my account. Why can't I make more than one payment a year? And they're like, you're right. Why can't you make more than just $5,000 payment on a $100,000 loan here? Let's get you squared away. 67286. All right, that one's paid off. Then we got this one here. Let's do another 62579. Let's do that one. And then, I mean, we're getting close to being out of money. Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got enough zeros. Boom. All right, that leaves us a couple $100,000. But it's all good. It's going to a good cause. We're getting that paid off real quick. But now we are in the month of August. What do we have going on? I forget. Oh, yeah. We have the soybean field up here. It's a running amok with weeds. We need to take care of that. You know, what's over here? I forget what's in that field. Ooh. Yuck. Parsnips. Yeah, we do have our soybeans up here. You know, David tried. He tried to take care of them. Don't get me wrong. How many square bales do we got left over here? You know, rabbit trail. We've only got 200 in here out of 800. We got 148 large square bales left over. Yikes. Whew. That's a bunch. Yeah, we're sitting at 66. He's getting low. Did I ride you guys last month? I may have forgot you. Yeah, your fitness is down a little bit. I forgot to ride you boys and girls. But yeah, he tried to take care of his field over yonder. You know, we got our field looking really good. Not a single weed in here. We got some. Well, soybeans are easy to do. It's perfect all the bloody time. I may have limed it too. But you know, coming up to his field over here, you know, it's got some weeds. It's got some partial weeds. It's got, you know, he did try to weed it with that monstrosity weeder thing that, you know, and yeah, something wasn't working right. But we're gonna go ahead and get this herbicided. Okay, where's my sprayers? Yield improvements. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get this taken care of. I don't think it matters. We're not using the John Deeres. We're not using the pull behinds. 28 meters. We can take these ones up to 54. The Rogators, you know, 40. This go to 36. We may. That one will do 36. But God, my trepidation is. Okay, we can do the See and Spray for an extra 50,000. We don't need to worry about and tire setup, narrow tires. That way we're not destroying crops. I have no idea what his tram lines are set at. You know what? I think we'll do this guy here. 7,500 liters is more than enough to do that field for weed spraying. The Hardy here, it's a good one. It only goes up to 33 meter. This one goes up to 36 meter. I mean, this one starts at 36 and goes to 54. We're only going to lease right now. This guy. Let's Amazon. 40, narrow tires, trailer hitch, no. The Weed Seeker 2, weed spot spraying. You know what? You know what? It's 156.5. This one's actually cheaper, believe it or not. And, well, it's only 36 meter, and we can get that Hardy up to 40, I think it was. Or the Amazon. So 40. It's already got narrow tires for the setup on it. You know, 156.5. Yeah, we're going to lease it anyway, so let's just go ahead and lease this bad boy. And then we got to take a look at the shop to see, while we're here, let's go ahead and yeah, I could have got a little closer, but you know, the John Deere was kind of in the way. Ooh, yeah, let's start this bad boy. Let's go take some stuff up to the dairy. We'll even test the radio, see how that sounds. I hope it's a good sound system. I sure hope so. I don't want to have to take this back because, you know, we can't listen to the radio. I should get rid of that guy. Not get rid of him, just move him. We're gonna have semi-row over here, so when we're done, we'll park this guy there. And let's see if we can get close enough. Start filling. Yes, sir. Good. Okay. And we don't have any buffaloes. Maybe sometime. Someday. Ooh, 7,000 liters. We're back up to full production on the cow milk. So, all right. Let's go get this taken care of. Find a good radio station and go. That thing actually turns pretty sharp. So last month we had one extra pallet of butter inside. What do we got now? We got 5 pallets of butter, 2 cheeses. Yeah, so far the production has not slowed down. We're also doing, we just brought over 7,000 liters. So yeah, this production's actually kicking out some good output right now. And what's the prices of all of our stuffs? Because do we sell today or do we wait? So we got some butter, and the price is still pretty low. We got some goat milk, bottled. Price is climbing up. We should wait till September for that, it looks like. What about the butter? Can the butter wait till September? I mean, it's not peak value, but I think we'll wait till September for that. And then wool. Yeah, we're at the bottom of the market, so we need to get a storage facility set up for some pallets. Some cold storage, because, yeah, that's, you know, $400 difference in price. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and wait for a cold storage facility to show up so that we can store some goods. Yeah. We'll meet you back at the farm. Alright, I said we were going to have this section set up as our semi-truck row. There we go. I think that, yep, we clear the gravel road. Alright, let's shut her down. And let's jump in. Oh, we gotta check the animals. What am I doing? I'm just flipping vehicles here. We gotta check on the animals. We need to do that yet. 6,000 liters of food. We're getting low. We're getting mighty low here. 15,000 liters of straw. They're doing good there. Let's get this guy moved out of the way, and we'll use the case to pull that mixer wagon around. Get on in here, sneak past, and we'll have to get a load of TMR set up in that big mixer. And we'll just go ahead and dump. Yeah, ladies and boys, it's not much, but at least it's more than we had in there before. Okay, chickens are doing great on food. The straw situation's low. We need to get them some more food made up today. Today's got to be an animal carrying day. But yeah, they're grass and meadow. They're really munching on the meadow. They got plenty of grass for the winter time. So yeah, but we'll do that off stream. I'm not worried about I just gotta the end of last night I was just so excited to get to the next month I totally forgot to take care of the horses. That's my bad. It's my bad. We'll leave that there. We will probably end up upgrading that anyway to the large capacity so that we're not making multiple trips. But yeah, let's I think this Amazon, I forgot the horsepower requirements of it. Wrong button, always. No horsepower requirement, but because we're going to be pulling a lot of weight, we're gonna grab the John Deere. Let's get this guy parked right here for now. And so yeah, let's get the baler disconnected from this thing. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna put some gravel back here so that we can have the trucks going back around behind. And also, let's take a look for herbicide. I can't remember if we got any herbicide in here. No, that looks like it's all fertilizer. Yep, no herbicide. I need to. I kind of need to move things around a little bit. But let's go ahead and buy a couple of things of herbicide. A couple of pallets of herbicide. Things, pallets, barrels, buckets. We'll buy 2. It'll get used up because we're gonna come a point where we're not gonna have plowing done in all the fields, which seems to have been working out for us. So, and I think next year we'll be purchasing a good sprayer unit. Nothing against the pull behinds, but I think I want a dedicated sprayer fertilizer. Why that thing bounces the way it does, I have no idea. Oh yeah, I looked at the case, and the case had narrow tires on it. I need to go up to the maintenance shop up here and get my narrow tires put on the John Deere. I need to remember to do that. All right, now that we're inside, let's go ahead and give us a minute. We'll get the tires switched out, and we'll be right back. All right. I was looking through the catalog of what I had for tires, and I don't have narrow tires for my John Deere. So, all right, we got to run the case. We got to run the case. It's all right. We'll get her done. Just not with the horsepower requirement I was hoping to have on this, but, you know, we'll get her done. Where is my case? Oh, my case is hooked up to the mixer wagon. And I didn't like the way that was connecting and disconnecting, so let's go find the case. There she be. Yeah, because the case has narrow tires on her. Okay. Enough screwing around. Let's get this job done. Because I noticed as we were going to town with the dairy products that our sorghum's ready as well. So yeah, let's get this rocking and rolling. At least we're all done, and the yield should improve after that. And it'll be nice getting a whole slew of soybeans. Only took, 450 liters. It's not too bad. Like I said, we'll still be using this herbicide up over the course of the next, planting season. I do not foresee us having to plow up a lot of the fields that we've been doing for some strange reason. But anyway, let's get this thing unloaded and figure out what else we got to do for today. We definitely don't have to do grass work, I will say that. Ha! Ha ha! Okay. Get that unloaded, get it disconnected. Disconnect. There we go. Alright, so we'll get that returned. Let's just double check the field up there. Oh yep, everything's brown. Everything's brown. Oh yeah. So we've got our sorghum that's ready, and we got 2 fields of it. So, I mean, we got our harvester out. It's got the grain header on it, which is what we need, I believe. Let's just double check. Let's go back. Check out our grain headers. Yep, they do sorghum. So, yeah, we'll get that taken care of. We'll get that done right now. Yeah, we kind of need this semi taken over. We'll do the, oop, forgot. Gotta get hooked up to the trailer. Get this guy taken over to the small field first. It's nice that we don't have a lot of traffic on our gravel road. So we can get this taken in, parked up against the road here. And good times of taking this over. And we should still be set up on straw dropping. So if we can do or collect straw off of the sorghum, then we will definitely do that. And taking a look at that field right there. Yep, we did a weeding contract on that field earlier this spring. So that one's taken care of. Yes, my eyes are set on that field. All right. And we'll go ahead and unfold our harvester. Oh, yeah, we're not going to get through this harvest without diesel. Keep forgetting to fill this bad boy up. Happened to take a look down at the lower right, and it's like, oh no, we're not running on fumes, but we got more harvesting work than that fuel tank will provide us. and let her rock and roll. She's thirsty. Close enough. Topped off. There we go. Alright, now we can do this. And like I said, we should still be set up on... That's one of the mods that we got. Disable straw swath, yep. The mod will... Whatever you have it set at, it'll stay at that. So, if you have it set up for swath dropping, disable straw swath, it'll stay on that. If you have it as enabled, which means that it won't drop it, then it won't drop it. So we will see what this does. Let's just go. Okay. Does not look like... Ooh, there is. Alright, we get to do some more baling. But it's always nice getting this extra straw. We can sell it. We can take it to the BGA. As much as it pains me to take stuff to the BGA because that's a European thing. But anyway. Let's get this done. That wasn't bad. Could be better. And I think coming up in the future, we're gonna do something a little different here for our grain transporting system. Not that I don't mind this trailer, but I kind of do mind this trailer. I'd love to see us do something a little bit different. Okay, at least the tongue got straightened out here. Yep, good, popped on. And one more field of sorghum. Then we'll come back and we'll get this stuff baled up, and I think we'll call it an episode. Alright, we got 54,065 liters of sorghum from those two fields. And while I was out there, You know, as you see, our money situation is low again. I made a call to the shop, and they just delivered a couple of new items. Yep, we're going to be kicking it old school here. Well, we got this guy set up so that we can transport equipment. But, you know, if you're in the trucking industry, you know that brand badge. It's a W900. Lizard, of course. That sounds pretty good. And I think this guy's going to actually stay onto the trailer here. Yep, I could have put a sleeper on this. I wish the animation was a little slower on the trailer, but, you know, you get the idea. It's going to be an automatic system. Yeah. We'll definitely be using this for our soybeans. And when everything's all squared away and I get all of the next few purchases made for the farm, then I think we'll be all set. But, you know, Jesse gave us a call again while we were out there saying that the counties are still screaming for TMR. He's still going to pay a premium for the TMR. So we'll get another batch or two set up. We do have to take care of our animals today anyway, so we got to make some up. So that's not going to be that big of a deal. I also need to get the baling done, so we'll get that here in a hot second as soon as I get our truck set up. And I do need to gravel this entire area, but we'll do that later. Maybe we'll do another recording of rebuilding some of the things around here, because I need to build a cold storage and, you know, a few other things. But yeah, that's pretty good. Let's get on to the baling. Man, we got a Mack, we got a Peterbilt, we got a Kenworth. All we're missing is a Freightliner. Anyway. Alright. We're going to last a little bit here. Trying to get this all finished up. Sometimes the swath is a little hard to see, but we make do. Okay, that's taken care of. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and I think there's 3 over in the other. So 25. One of those is a partial bale. That's not bad off of these 2 small fields. Not bad at all. Our trailer will definitely hold it all. And let's turn the baler off. And we'll keep this bale of straw in here because when the soybean harvest comes, we'll be doing the same thing. All right. Get back over to the farm, park the baler for a moment. Yeah, I'm surprised that we still got 13 out of 24 rolls of wrap or twine. 554 bales made. Yeah, we can do like 1,200 bales on a fill up here for wrap. And we'll go ahead and shut that off. We don't need that running. So yeah, we got her filling up. We gotta go collect the bales next. Which truck do I want to use? Let's get this guy parked over where all of our semis, which I have been thinking, when I went and parked the W900 over here, I don't think this is going to be our permanent parking solution. But yeah, we got ourselves some new equipment, a new lineup of semis and trailers and stuff. I think we'll take the W9 out, hook up to the flatbed, collect those bales. Yep, I've just decided W9. The good old Pete. It's a great truck. I love it. But I just got this guy, and I want to give it a good whirl. And as you can see, we got different paint schemes on both. The reds are really close together, which I like. But anyway, as always, thank you all for coming in today. Please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you have not. I'd love to have you here as we continue to grow the channel, and that way you don't miss any content that I send out to you all. But until the next video, we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.